Okay guys, now for this question, it says how many D's are there? Create a function that counts how many D's are in a sentence. And it say my friend Dialan got distracted in school. Okay, I can just copy this one, then start writing my comment. And of course I need to delete all of these. And let me just delete this as well. Okay, now what I need to do, first of all, I need to create a string variable. Why is that? Because I want to put my input in there. So basically, I'm just gonna copy paste this there. Now, what I need to do, first of all, I need to change my method here to integer because I'm returning how many D's are they. So basically, I'm returning an integer value, right? Okay, I can keep this. So let's just say console write line sum, send my word into that sum, and of course write console read line here. Then of course it's going to take string word value here. Now what I need to do, I need to first check each character of my string, right? How are we going to do that? To check each character of a string, I need to first create a char array, then assign it with my string word value here. So I'm just going to create one char array, then I'm just going to say word, then I'm going to transform this to char array. Now what do I create? I create a char array. For what? For examining each character of my word string. Now what I'm going to do, I'm also gonna create a sum value because I want to calculate how many D's are there. So I'm just gonna create one variable for that. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna create a loop. For what? For counting each character in my string. How are we going to do that? We can just create for loop and get the word's length, or while loop and do the same thing, or an easy one, we can just write for each loop. Then I'm just gonna click tab again, then I'm just gonna say char array, so I'm gonna check every item in my char array and just gonna say if that item, so basically I'm talking about the characters, if that item equals to the character and or it equals to the uppercase D character, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add this sum value a +1. So basically I'm just gonna do that, or basically I can do that as a, I can just put two pluses there. Now if it sees a D character in the string, it's just gonna add +1 to my sum. If it doesn't see a D character, what's it gonna do? It's going to do nothing. So I'm just gonna write my if value here, then I'm just gonna return that sum back. And of course I'm writing that sum variable, sum value here. So when I start my program here, you're gonna see we have 4 value here. 1, 2, 3 and 4 D's for this string, guys. Let me change it to 5D. Let's just write 5D like this, and when I try to execute again, as you can see, we are 5 value here, guys. Now let's move on to our next question. Okay guys, now we have the question burp. It says create a function that returns the string burp with the amount of R's determined by the input parameters of the function. Okay, so we're gonna take an integer input, and okay, it's going to print out R as much as how much did we input it here. Okay, and the num always be bigger or equal than 1. Okay, let's just come here again. I'm gonna delete all of these and these. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create an integer variable, so basically integer n, and let's just say 3 for now. We can always change this, but don't forget this needs to be bigger than 1 or equal than 1. So I'm just gonna write console write line again. Then what I need to do, actually I need to do what? I need to send a string from my method, right? So I'm just gonna change this into string, then I can change it to word, then this is going to take an int value from here, so I'm gonna change it to int, and let's just say int n. Then I'm gonna call my method from here with n value, and of course I'm just gonna write console readline again. Now our main method here is done, so let's continue with this word method. What I need to do, I need to create verb string basically, so I can add r as much as my n count. So what I'm gonna do, actually I'm gonna create var for the default string, then one string for r and one string for p. Why p? Because I'm just gonna write, or actually var, I'm just gonna write var for default, then I'm gonna add r until our n, then I'm just gonna paste the p at the end of it. So basically I'm just gonna write string var, so basically I'm just gonna assign this to var, then string r, this is going to be r, then again string p, and this is going to be p. Now what I need to do, I need to create a loop for adding our r character here. So I'm just gonna create one, let's just say int I equals 0, then I smaller than n, then I plus plus of course. Then what I need to do, I can just write var plus and equals r string there. So it's just gonna add my r string to this string here until I is bigger or equal than my n here. So now what do I have here? I have var, right? I don't have the p at the end of it. So what I need to do, I need to add this string as well. So I'm just gonna write var plus and equals my p. Then I'm just gonna return that string. Now var. Okay, now we are gonna get our result from here. Now let me just execute my command, and as you can see, this is our default var, this is the 3 for our n, and this is the end of my p. So I have 3 extra r for our var. Let's just change to 12, and as you can see, we have 3, 6, 9 and 12 r extra for our verb, guys. Okay, now let's move on to our next question. Now for this question, it says date format create a function that converts a date formatted as months, day and years to years, day and months. Okay, let me just copy this example. Then I'm just gonna come here, first delete all of these. Then do I need to delete this? Yes, I need to change this to string. Let's just say dates and assign it to my value here. Then I'm just gonna send my dates here. Now what's okay, I need to change to string and say dates again. Now what I need to do, I need to basically create a string, create a day string, a month string and a year string basically, and then full result string. So basically I need to create what? 4 strings for year, day, month and the full date. Let's just create those, day, and I'm just gonna assign this to what? I'm just gonna assign this to, or actually let me create all of these first, then I want to talk about it. So I have 3 month. Why am I writing that wrong? Months, year and full date. Now how can I assign this? I can just use substring, right? How are we gonna do that? This is what? Our month, right? I don't know the NA conversion of this. Let's just say this is our month, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the substring of this position of 1, then I'm gonna end it with these 2. So basically I'm just gonna write date substring. It's going to start at my 3, so basically 0, 1, 2 and 3. I'm just gonna assume this is our day here, so I'm just gonna write 3, then I'm just gonna write what? 2. Why is that? Because this only takes 2 characters. So when I wrote it like that, it's gonna take the value of 12 here. Then again, I'm just gonna copy this, paste this everywhere. Then what I need to do right now, I need to take 0th position and 2 characters again. So 0th position and 2 characters. For year, I need to take 4 characters and what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I need to take it from 6. Then I need to do what? I need to add these 3 strings to my full date string here. So basically I'm just gonna add those: year, day and month. Then I'm gonna do what? I'm gonna return that full date value. Then let's try to execute our command. And as you can see, we have our year, we have our, is this the date? Yes, we have our day, and we have our month, guys. Okay, let's move on to our next question. Okay guys, for this question it says convert number to corresponding month name. Okay, this looks easy. Create a function that takes a number from 1 to 12 and returns its corresponding month name as a string. For example, if you're given 3 as an input, your function should return March because March is 3rd month. Okay, this looks easy. Do we have any exceptions or what? You can expect only... Oh, okay, it even gives my range correctly, right? Nice. Let's just return to our command. Then I need to delete all of these, of course. I'm sorry, my mousepad is stuck. Then I need to do what? First, I need to create an integer value here. So let's just write int month names. Then let's assign a random value for now. This has to be 1 to 12, by the way, don't forget about it. So I'm just gonna write console write line again, and this needs to be returned. This return value is going to be integer, so I'm just gonna write int. Let's just change this to months, and or actually this isn't going to return anything, right? This is just going to print my months. Then I need to get int month names. Okay, now I need to call my month here. Then month names. Of course, I need to close that parentheses. Did I wrote something incorrectly or what? Okay, then return string then. Okay, it gives me an error, so I can return the month's name. Okay, I'm gonna just return the month's name then. Let's just add console readline there as well. Now what I need to do, I need to just create if statements. So let's just say if my month name equals 1, it's going to be what, or actually I need to create string value now because I need to return something. And let's just add value nothing. I need to add those because it's going to give me an error. If I don't, it doesn't really matter because it's going to get updated in here. This variable is going to get updated. So I'm just gonna write month equals to, or assigning to, what, January. And I'm just gonna copy and paste this 11 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We should be good. Now, if this is 2, it's going to be what? February. Let's say 3, March, 4, April, 5, May, 6, June, July, August, 8, 9, 10, for 9 September, for 10 we have what, October, I think we are missing one, November, and add another one here, so else, and the December. And let's just say, or actually let's say else if, because I want to add the else at the bottom right now. Okay, now I'm just gonna add an else here and say console write line wrong inputs. Okay, then I'm gonna return what? My maths. Now it should be good. What do we have here? We have the 12 value here. So what are we gonna get? We are gonna get our December printed out. And as you can see, we have our December printed out, guys. This is an easy question, guys, so I'm not going to explain anything else. So let's just move on to our next question.